We were continuing with the module 5. In the last class we have discussed regarding the various types of distribution system. In this we have studied regarding the methods. In that method we have covered regarding the gravity and gravity method, then the pumping and combined gravity method, and gravity and combined system. Then the types of distribution system we have studied. Then we have studied regarding the various types of reservoir, your service reservoirs. Now in today's class we will be concentrating on the different types of the pipe apparatuses that we are going to study in today's class. In this particular thing we will be studying regarding the different types of valves, fire hydrants, and different types of pipe material, along with their advantages and disadvantages, and the factors which are going to be helpful in your selection of pipe material. In today's class we will be studying regarding the different types of pipe material and with their advantages and disadvantages. Now in the different types of pipes we will be studying regarding the cast iron pipe. In the cast iron pipe we will be using the different types of joints, that is we are going to have the 5 joints, that is a spigot and socket joint, flange joint, then a tighton joint, and then a coupled, and then expansion joint. Regarding this we will be studying. Then after the cast iron pipe, the second type is the wrought iron and the galvanized iron pipe, then steel pipes, cement pipes, asbestos cement pipes, then copper and lead pipes, wood stave pipes, and the plastic pipes. Regarding this we are going to study in detail, that is the types of pipe. Now the first type of pipe is the cast iron pipe we will be seeing now. Now these cast iron pipe we normally use it, and we all of us have seen these cast iron pipe. These cast iron pipe are normally these will be having the life of about 100 years, and these are having the corrosion resistant. That means it is going to resist the corrosion effect, and it may be there for almost around 100 years. The cast iron pipe can be casted by 2 methods, that is we will be casting it by ordinary sand molding process, and then the next process is the centrifugal process. Okay, the first process, that is the ordinary sand molding process. What usually we do is when some metal material has to be casted, the molten metal will be poured into the sand lined molds. Okay, that is going to be set in the horizontal and in a vertical position. That means whenever we are going to pour the molten metal, either we are going to pour it in a horizontally situated mold and vertically situated mold. Okay, now when we are going to create the pipes when it is the horizontal positioned, we call these particular material as the McVane pipes. Okay, and while those, when we are going to cast it in the vertical position, we call it as the pit cast. The horizontally placed pipe is having the 100% stronger in tension, and it is 50% it is stronger in rupture than the vertically placed pipes. This is regarding the sand molding process, and the next process is the centrifugal process. In the centrifugal process, the pipes will be casted in a sand mold or in a water cooled metal mold. Formerly these will be called as the sand spun pipe, and now they are called as Delaud pipes. The centrifugal process produces a finer grained and a denser structure with the more uniform thickness, and these particular pipes are denser and lighter. The cast iron pipes are having the length of around 3 to 6 meter. Okay, now we will see the different types of joints that are present in the CI pipes. In the CI pipes we are going to have the 5 types of joints. One is spigot joint, then next is spigot joint. First one is spigot joint, second one is a flange joint, third one is a tighton joint, fourth is a coupled, and fifth one is the expansion joint. Now why we provide these particular joints? Whenever there are we will be using because as I have told, these will be having 3 to 6 meter length pipe. When we want to join the two different pipes in order to have the continuation of the water lines, we need to join it. So whenever we are going to join these particular different types of joints, we will be using in order to join the material, join the two different pipes, as well as to prevent the leakages that is going to happen due to the different types of joining of the pipes. Okay, now first is the spigot and the socket joint. Here we need to understand what is first spigot and what is socket. Here the enlarged portion that you are going to see, we call it as the socket, and the bottom ones we call it as spigot. Okay, and here the lead will be placed here in between these two joints, and the lead is molten. It is heated at 400 degrees Celsius, and it is going to be poured there. And why we have this particular lead over here is in order to prevent the leakage which is going to occur due to the between the two joints. Next is we call as next joint as the flanged joint. Okay, we call it as a flanged joint. This type of a joint is used in the CI pipe, which is going to have the flanges. They are carefully, it is going to be aligned with the bolts, and the flanges are going to be pulled together, and we are going to use a rubber ring in between the two pipes. Okay, we are going to join the two pipes with having the flanges with the help of bolt. Okay, here bolt is there, here nut is there, so we are going to join it. Before joining, we should place a rubber bar over rubber ring of a lesser diameter than the bolt circle is going to be placed in between these two flanges, and it should be clean and dry metal flanges, and it is and there should be no oil or grease should be inserted. Next is the Titan joints. Titan joint is a specially shaped rubber ring. It is going to fit into the socket of one pipe and the spigot of the next pipe, and then it is forced. A spherical lubricant to chamfered spigot is applied for forcing it. Then we are going to have the coupled joint. Such joint, these are highly flexible in nature. These are used as wicking. We call it as an Viking Johnson coupling, and it is going to this is regarding your coupled joints. Then expansion joint. Okay, the expansion joint allows, that is this particular joint, the expansion joint allows the pipes to expand, okay, or contract. As it is saying, as it is an expansion joint, it is going to expand or contract freely under the changes in temperature. Whenever there is a temperature changes there, it is going to change its shape. The space between the socket and spigot is filled with an elastic gasket. Okay, then again it is going to be bolted. Now we will see what are the advantages and disadvantages of these particular CI pipes. Okay, as I have told, we will cover first the advantages. As I have told, these are having the resistance to corrosion, and they may live around 100 years of year, that is they are having the long life. Then service connections can be easily done in them, and these are having the moderate cost, and it is going to have the jointing is very easy. Then next type of then we will see disadvantages. They are heavier, and hence it is going to be uneconomical if the diameter is more than 120 centimeter, and they cannot be used for a greater pressure than 7 kg per centimeter square. Okay, it does not work under the higher pressure, that is 7 kg per centimeter square. They are fragile, and they subject to tuberculation in certain waters, due to which their carrying capacity is reduced as much as 70%. Okay, next is we will be seeing the wrought iron, or that is the second type here. Okay, we will be seeing the wrought iron and the galvanized pipes. Okay, the wrought iron pipes, these are going to be manufactured by the rolling flat plates of wrought iron to proper diameter, and these has been welded at the edges. Such pipes are much lighter than the CI pipes, and it can be more easily cut, threaded, and it can be worked out. They look much neater, but are much costlier. Okay, and they are having the tendency to corrode very quickly, and it can be used principally for installation within the building. These particular pipes usually protected by the molten zinc. Such coated pipes are, no, we call it as an GI pipes. Okay, that is your cast iron is a CI, and this the wrought iron and galvanized iron pipe we call it as an the GI pipes, and commonly it is jointed by screwed and the socketed joints, as I have shown in the last. Okay, now the next type is the steel pipe. Okay, the next one is the steel pipe. The steel pipes is normally it is of having the smaller diameter, and it can be made from the solid, but the larger size are made by the riveting or welding together at the edges, and the of suitably curved plates. The socket is used being formed in a press. Okay, the joints may be either transfer or longitudinal, or it is a spiral in your shape. Then these particular steel pipes cannot be easily made to resist the high external pressure. Okay, and they should be placed under the favorable condition in which the high external pressure is not going to be fall on these particular steel pipes. Okay, so these are some of the disadvantages. Then the steel pipes are normally more useful. These steel pipes, they are particularly suitable on bridges or under the similar condition where the strength and low weight are going to come on these particular steel pipes. The most steel pipes are connected with the help of the Viking Johnson coupling, as we have seen it. The life of these particular steel pipe under ordinary conditions is dependent upon the protective coating that is going to be provided on the external as well as the internal surfaces. Next we will be saying is your cement concrete pipes, that is your cement pipes. This particular thing we will be seeing now. Okay, cement concrete pipes, they are either they are having the plain cement pipes, or they are reinforced, and they are best made by spinning process. Okay, they may be either casted, either precast, or they may be prepared at the site. Okay, then the plain cement pipes used under the head up to 7 meter, while the reinforced, that is RCC concrete pipes, normally it is going to have the heads of around 60 meter. Okay, for higher heads, okay, the pre-stressed concrete is normally going to be used for the higher heads, and the reinforced concrete pipes are used only for large water supply lines, but they are suitable for the distribution system. Okay, then the water tightness in a lower RCC pipe is obtained by providing the thickness of around a good your sufficient thickness of your good concrete, that is 1:1:2 mix, that is cement, sand and aggregate. We should have around 1:1:2 proportion, and the longitudinal reinforcement, it should be equal to at least 0.25% of the cross sectional area of the concrete. The next is the circumferential your reinforcement is designed to resist the hoop tension that is going to come on the pipe. Now this is regarding your concrete pipes. Now we will see what are the advantages these concrete pipes are going to have. These maintenance, as these are the concrete pipes, the maintenance cost is low. They are more suitable to resist the external loads. Okay, Then the third disadvantages we are going to have is the inside surface of pipes can be made smooth, okay, by reducing the frictional losses, and the problem of corrosion which was there in case of your cast iron pipe, or not cast iron pipes, the problem of corrosion is not there. Then the pipes can be cast at site, as we have told, and the problem, transportation problem, is going to be get reduced. The expansion joints are normally it is not going to require, as it is not going to change its shape due to the temperature changes. Okay. Due to heavy weight, the problem of flotation is not there when they are empty. Okay, now we will see some of the disadvantages. It is very difficult to repair them, because they are, if they are going to break, then it is going to be damaged permanently. The unreinforced pipe are having more chances to get the tensile cracks, and they cannot withstand the high pressure. And the precast pipe are very heavy, and it is difficult to transport them. Okay, next is we will see the next type, that is the asbestos cement. Okay, the asbestos cement pipes we are going to see. Um, the asbestos, as the name is having, the cement, it is going to be casted with the manufactured from asbestos fiber, and as the name is indicating, we will be using the Portland cement under the pressure to form a dense homogeneous structure bond between both the asbestos and both the cement, and it is claimed to have the complete impervious to passage of water through its walls. These can take the tensile and compressive strength of about 200 and 600 kg per centimeter square respectively. That is, the tensile it is going to take 200, and the compressive it is going to take the load of around 600 kg per centimeter square. They are having generally manufactured under the having the proper your company names, and these particular pipes are finished with the plain ends, and the exterior of the barrel, okay, is being manufactured to receive the coupling, as we have seen what is coupling in the previous figure. The joints is used in the asbestos cement are of the simplex type. Okay, then it is going to have the sleeve with which is going to fit by the two rings, and it is going to be compressed. Okay, then we will see what are the some of the advantages of the your asbestos cement pipe. They are having the smooth internal surfaces, and as you are it is going to be light in weight, and it can be transported very easily, and they can be easily cut and fitted, and it can be jointed very easily. They are having the anti-corrosive in nature, and then there will be no expansion joints are required, as we have seen, and we will see some of the disadvantages now. Now what might be the disadvantages? As these are cement and your asbestos, they are not durable, and they are very brittle in nature, and they are, if any kind of impact is going to fall, then they may have they may fail, and they are a bit costly in nature, and they cannot be laid in an exposed places because of they are soft and brittle. Okay, now we will see the next type, that is the copper and the lead type. Okay, the copper pipes are very costly, and it is use is very restricted. Only it is going to be used for conveyance of hot water into the interior part of the building, and making it is having the gooseneck in service connection. These pipes do not sag or bend due to the hot water. That is the reason why we use these copper pipes. Okay, and they are having their resistance to corrosion by acidic or alkaline water, and these particular copper pipes can withstand a very high internal pressure. Okay, then we will speak regarding the lead pipes. Lead pipes, as you know, it is very soft, and it can be easily bent. Due to this property, they are extensively used in service connection and for internal plumbing, due to more cumulative poisoning effect of lead, they are not used for water supply pipes. They are also not suitable in conveying the acidic water because it may be react with that particular the acids, and they are used they are used for apparatus required for alarm and the chlorine dosages. Okay, then we normally these particular lead pipes we don't use this, and copper pipes also we will use rarely. Then we will see the next type is the wood stave pipes. The wood stave pipes are prepared of either stave or the planks of wood, as the name is indicating, wood stave, that it has to be used wood. They have been used for the many years for water supply pipes, though it can be replaced due to the lack of capacity. They are still used in some of the industrial plants where high corrosive liquid that has to be conveyed, because if we use the CI pipes and all, then there is a possibility of your corrosion. There is a possibility because we will be using the highly acidic kind of solutions. Okay, then in the continuous stave pipe, the joints between the staves are placed radially, while the joints between the ends are so arranged that they do not come in the transverse section. Okay, we will see some of the they are having the diameter about 6 meter, and they can withstand the pressure of around 10 kg per centimeter square. Okay, now we will see some of the advantages. They are having the resistance to freezing. Then as it is a wood, it is going to have the lightweight. Then it is easy to repair, the low transportation cost, and it is going to have the free from catalysis effect, and it is going to have it is going to become cheaper. Okay, the last type that we will be seeing is the plastic pipes. Okay, now you have already seen these plastic pipes. Normally we utilize these plastic pipes. They are made up of the resins, okay, and which is going to have the high molecular weight, and the polymerized under the simple and compound condition by heat, pressure, and catalysis. These particular plastic pipes and tubes are manufactured from a number of your different types of polymerization product. What you can say, that is the polythene we use, then polypropylene or polyvinyl chloride or cellulose acetic butyrate. All these nothing but the different types of materials we use. In India we use normally these PVC pipes normally we use it. Okay, now we will see some of the advantages of these particular plastic pipes. They are what kind of an advantage that these might have, that is, okay, as it is non-metal, they are having the free from corrosion, that is, it is in corrosion resistant. They are free from your freezing and thawing effect, and then they are cheaper. They are resistant to the acidic water. They are smooth in nature, and then they are having the good electric insulator. Jointing, bending, and installation will become easy, and they have adequate strength and resistance to shock. Okay, these are some of the advantages, and due to these advantages, so we normally we use it, and they are having the durability, and they are unaffected by age and sunlight or weather. Now, what kind of disadvantages we are going to have in the plastic pipes? They are having they may sometimes due to wherever the higher temperature are there, then they may just lose their shape. They are having a bit low resistance to heat, and then the coefficient of expansion is high whenever the heat is supplied. Then some types of plastics impart the taste to water if the temperature is also there, then then it might impart some amount of taste to water. So this is regarding the different types of pipes that we have studied in today's class.